everybody is relaxed and ready. This is a Saturday afternoon, kicking back in your comfies, inspirational seminar. As the man himself says, will this be like the time you gave us your thoughts on Jeremy Clarkson? Your spelt Y-O-U''RE, thoughts spelt with an apostrophe S. Fucking hell, that fucking hurt. That hurt. Your thoughts? Let me type that myself. Your thoughts. That's like saying you are thought is. Fucking hell. No, I'm not going to be running away. I'll start my introduction right now. I was asked by somebody in a Facebook message if I was up for doing some kind of to do like a kind of seminar thing to talk about how I got to do my thing on the telly, where did it all begin, what's the kind of, how did it all happen, that kind of thing. And I said no, I'm going to be too busy. Because it's like 90 minutes or something and it's a Q&A thing, and then I would have to make that all up, rehearse it, make sure, and then tweak it. Is this shite? Is this boring? All that. But if I do it right here, maybe with the same amount of people will get to see it. Maybe not the same amount of people who are interested, because you might just be tuning in, watching me right now to just hear some jokes. But this enables me to sit here and just come out with it without having to prepare any stupid notes. And you get to sit there, and it is like a Q&A thing, I know, because you can jump in, and if I see something interesting at the side there, I'll say something. Micah Voice says, to the real fans, to the people who are actually into my stuff, no people turning up just to fucking get all my skills. I hate Limmy, but I'm gonna go to his seminar thing so I can find out how he done it, so I can swipe his skills. Hardcore fan, says Paula. Yep. To the people buying your DVDs, says Leanne. Not even people like that. You don't have to buy a thing. Just as long as you're into me as a person. The seminar begins. That was a joke, by the way, says Leanne. Well, no, I take things like that seriously. Seminar begins. The fans who knew you when you were underground, says Shakers. Yeah. Seminar begins. So I'm going to just be talking about my journey. See if you missed it. You missed it. Right, that's quality. So, what I'm going to talk about right now is what I would maybe talk about at that seminar. And it's this. How did I get for just a just a normal cunt, no doing any telly stuff or anything like that, to doing the telly stuff. It's this simple. I had an interest in making things up on my computer, music things, stupid things like that, my old Atari ST, my PC, making up graphic things, interesting things like that, graphics and things like that, interesting games and all that. Going to college, did some stuff, uni, did some stuff that taught us one or two wee things about computers, but didn't actually teach me how to, taught me one or two wee multimedia things, but didn't really teach me anything. Did nothing for about a year after my degree. Forget about my degree, by the way, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Let's just say I didn't learn a fucking thing there, because I pretty much didn't learn. I got to go in Max, not fan about Photoshop, but that was about it. Going up the bars, getting pirate software, Illustrator, Photoshop, Premiere, all that sort of stuff, because that'll cost about fucking £500 a pop. How the fuck's a 17-year-old student going to afford Photoshop at like 300 fucking quid, Illustrator at fucking 400 quid, fucking something else at 300 quid, something else at 400 quid. Lenny says you 17. No, I'm talking about in the past. That was before the internet, by the way. You had to actually go and get go up and get stuff. So you just fanny about and you take an interest. I did anyway. And then New Deal course to make websites. I did the New Deal course when I was about 22, and then fanning about on the internet, and there I saw some flash sites. Thank you, Kim Dallin. I saw some flash sites and I thought, this is fucking amazing. So then I got a placement in a web company called Black Multimedia in 1998. And then in there, they brought us in actually the ASP back-end stuff that I had never had a clue about, as in like database stuff. But while I was in there, so they had the website for the tunnel, the website for this other club, website for this thing. So I was like, what is that? Is that Flash? Can I find out about it? Looked at the help files, looked in forums, copied other people's stuff, talked to other people around us who were better than me, and learnt all that. And then made up Limmy.com to put my things on it, make up my own stuff, my own wee dirty things that clients didn't want. And not that I offered it to the clients and then they knocked it back. I mean just like stuff just for me, right, to put me on. So I registered Limmy.com in 1989 I think, and then that got quite popular. Then I put the videos on, that got quite popular. So you can see around about this 2002 I got the camcorder, so you can see it developing. Thanks, thank you Madal. Just telling the fans about how I got to where I am today. Do you follow me so far? I've got 11 minutes left. Of course, so far so good. What I failed to mention was in 2000, me and 3 other guys left that web company we were working for to start our own web company. We started that, but a year later a few of us fell out with the other guy, this other guy. We started up another company and that ended up being, that was Chunk, the new company, brand new company, Chunk, at 2001, and that's still going to this day. But I left a few years later to go travelling and just kind of bugger off and everything. Wait a minute, put this on again. So anyway, my point is, about 2000, Limmy.com was doing quite well. My swearing xylophone, I made that in 2002, and some other things I made got quite popular. So my site was already getting quite popular. I had my name on my website, Limmy.com, my nickname, Limmy, punting myself about my face on the website, my face. I wasn't just some cunt hiding, but what a website like, I don't know. I don't even know some of the fucking things anymore. I can't remember. But there'll be some website and you go, who does that? I think there was a website called Fame Whore. There was nothing actually on it, but like one of the things you're like, who does that? Who makes it? You wouldn't know the person behind it, whereas I would be aware of it. So you can see how I was already punting myself about there. Then I got my camcorder, started making my videos, starting to make wee like sketches, yes or no, the birthday card, Requiem and that sort of thing. So then I stopped drinking in 2004, and that really made me dead sort of fidgety and restless. So I ended up leaving my company, Chunk. So Donnie at Chunk was the only person there, so I left to go travelling, and then I thought, well, I'll come back, I'll do freelancing, but I want to try and get into comedy. I want to try and make stuff. People have been saying to me, you could be in the telly. So I thought, when I come back, I'm going to while I'm away, I'm going to be away travelling for a year. I'm going to see if I can write a wee animation, like write the story for it and then come back and animate it with Flash or something like that and see if I could do it. If you put your success down to gearing up with drink, no. It helped though, it helps get things done. So far so good. So by 2004, 2005 I went travelling, so by 2005, right up to 2005 there was no intention to ever get on the television. It was only in 2005 when I went travelling that I decided, I thought, when I get back I'm going to see if I can make an animation. But when I was away, I heard the Ricky Gervais podcast. That was before he turned into a fanny, right? I heard the Ricky Gervais podcast. I was like, this is excellent. I'll be able to make this. I'll be able to make up a podcast a lot easier than doing animation. That's what I'll do. So while I was away, I wrote down like ideas for like this character, that character, who ended up being like Dee Dee, and in situations for that character. I saw somebody who was like Jacqueline McCafferty and ended up setting up things for her. So when I came back I had quite a lot of wee ideas. So then I did the podcast, which lasted for 12 weeks. I just made that in a bedroom, in the proverbial bedroom as they say. Just bought a mic and just made it up. And that was that. And wee things helped to make it better. I made a big deal about it about a month before I put the podcast live. I told lots of people about it on my site. I'd already had a site that was quite popular. I had my blog that I was keeping up to date when I was travelling, so it was already quite popular. So it didn't just come from anywhere. I could already just go out to thousands of people. I've got a podcast coming up. So I was telling them for weeks, I've got this thing and it's going to go every day for 12 weeks. The idea being that I'd get some attention for myself, and I did. And then somebody approached us in 2006 saying, do you want to do a live show? I said, no, I don't do it. I couldn't do anything like that. I've never done stand up. I couldn't do that. And then my girlfriend Lynn said, just do it. So I ended up doing some wee 2 or 3 wee 5-10 minute spots at the stand and other places just to kind of gear myself up for it. And then I did a whole 1 hour show, March 2007, and then that led to me doing the Fringe that year, And then the next year I did the Glasgow Comedy Festival 2008 in March, and then the comedy unit were chatting with the BBC in the background, telling us that, you know, going to try and get a sketch show and get all that sorted out, and we're chatting with the BBC. Is it good? Because I'd already made up a DVD with stuff from my website before I went travelling. I just put stuff in a DVD, did a wee menu and all that. And then I went to the comedy and I think they maybe showed it at the BBC, I don't know, but all they sort of think, all they things helped. And then doing the live stuff, they recorded my 2008 show, showed it to the BBC guy, and that might have helped as well. And then they agreed to give a pilot by that point. And then I had already agreed to do the Fringe, which comes later in the year. And if I was offered the pilot, then somebody says, right, do you want to do the Fringe? I would have been like, no, what's the fucking point? No, I'm going to work towards the telly stuff now. But I'd agreed to do the Fringe by that point, so I did it anyway. So the pilot, I said that I'd like to direct it, because I thought I don't want to write it and then somebody else directs it, and that's not really what I meant by that, no. Because I've got my ideas of how I want it to be, and quite a lot of the things quite a lot of things in the pilot. You know, the thing where I wake up and I wake up and I wake up. I'd already made that up for my live show, because I showed videos at my live show, so I'd already made that up. The DD one where he's looking in the mirror, I'd made that up. The Jacqueline McCafferty one where she's arguing with the taxi guy, I'd already made that up. So I thought, like, about half the pilot is I've already filmed it. We just need to film it again. I know what the shots are going to be. So they said aye. So I just kind of learned on the job, just asking stupid questions and things like that. Learning quite a bit. And then that led to the series. And the series led to the second one. And that's that. There you go, there's the seminar finished. Questions and answers now. Time for a Q&A now. Why did you dump John Paul? He just kind of ran his course. I just thought, the thing with John Paul in the podcast is he's dead violent, and I couldn't get away with the kind of fucking violence I wanted. I wanted somebody chucked in front of a fucking train on a train track, and for people to find that funny. Try and get that in the fucking telly. Somebody's asking about the cost for a fucking a website. Fucking hell, right. I'm glad I didn't do the fucking seminar, somebody down the front line. How much does it cost to get a flash site done? I'm thinking of 3 pages. A home page, an about page, and a contact page. How much? Come on, ballpark, come on. Ballpark. Did you ever think you wouldn't make it? I don't know what you mean. If you're talking about that kind of like Hollywood, I've made it. I've no fucking made it. If you're talking about did I ever think I would get a sketch show, didn't think I would get it, but I wanted it. It's 12 o'clock, it's midday. I would leave you with this. Never underestimate yourself. I'll leave you with that. never underestimate yourself. Never let anybody else underestimate you. Never. Never. That was really good Q&A session at the end there, aye. How much does it cost roughly for get a flash tape? I'm thinking of getting one done. Really enjoyed that. Bye.